So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Schneider. Can he finish? Schneider! Brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the pass is intercepted. Rafael Varane. It's a good spell of possession, this. First quarter of an hour gone. Botafogo are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. I was going to be disappointed with that. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Maldini.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lahm clears it away. a sharp pass. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's really well manoeuvred.
This is the time you need that pace.
That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Cleared away. Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Always onto this. That pass has been well intercepted. Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rice. And it's Rice. Good ball, good take. Bullet. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So much time and space here. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. Vieira. Rice. Busquets did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. There's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Bellingham. Rice. Azar. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. Botafogo back on level terms. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not...
Takes a shot! And it's a goal! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 9. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 6.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bale with the short one. And here's Bale. Chance! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Now this could be a chance. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. That's beautifully weighted. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Vieira. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And this is Bale. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the shot! Rijkaard with the clearance.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 41.
And it's Messi.
Camisa 14. Camisa 11.
That's
Camisa
tidy.
18. Deixando
Great ball, and there's the shot!
Camisa 22. Camisa 17.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and
Camisa
application,
19.
Peter. They've got to keep
Camisa
pushing.
13.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And no mistake. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Messi. Brest are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, they've got it again. Passing nice and neat. And Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Brest are looking to go forward now. Nicely worked. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bale being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Aubameyang.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And they've got a throw. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lahm. Threads one in. Schneider. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Played out to the left flank. Tries to pass it through. And this is Roberto Baggio. Now the ball in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Botafogo looking to break at pace.
Botafogo have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And here's Bale. Messi. And here's Schneider. Shot at goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Schneider clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Schneider goes short. And here's Schneider. And it's Messi. Messi! That was mighty close. Bullet. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now it's Bale. It's a really well-measured ball. No outsmarting him this time. That's a smashing touch to get him away. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Botafogo certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will... Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Mbappe really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. That could spell trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Rice. Here's Vieira. Azar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm. Now the cross. And this is Roberto Carlos. Now what about this cross? That's the keeper's ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Wirtz! And that's a tidy finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lahm goes short. Ball in towards the middle. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. This looks promising. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Wirtz getting forward. Wirtz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Hazard. He's picked his way through. Nice control. That's a throw. And here's Roberto Carlos. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Looking to play him in. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's got... Ibrahimovic! Goal! Botafogo! Into the lead once more.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick, and and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Botafogo have their lead. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kimmich. And there's green grass ahead of him. He might be in here. Shoots! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United drag themselves. He's having a shot! It's there! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now, can they get him away? Rafael Varane. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Mbappe! That's the end of the first 45. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 41.
We get things going again.
Botafogo can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Camisa 20, camisa 6, camisa 17, camisa 19.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's gone forward, and here's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Botafogo have their second corner now. Bale plays it short. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Totti. Hazard driving on and making good progress. And this is Hullet. Hullet! And he can thump it away. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nicely weighted ball. Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vieira. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. And that is masterful defending.
Botafogo really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So we have movement on both benches. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Camisa 22.
Zanetti.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, that's nice. Zanetti crosses. It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get rid. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Kimmich. Showing great feet there. Lovely feet. Big chance!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
And here's Aubameyang. He's on it, can he get away? Now that's Sneijder! Off the post! And he's following up! And that could have brought them level.
Bale was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. No way through, so back it comes. It's Sneijder! And a neat finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
He's found a way past. Matheus Cunha on a serious charge here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Gerrard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Schneider, well seen, saw that coming. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Jordi Alba gets into a good position. Towering header! Nesta can clear it away. Shot a goal! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Varane getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. Nemecha deals with that comfortably. Shimizu Espulse do have a chance to counter here. Looking to play him in. A lot of space ahead of him.
Arguably one of Italy's finest wing-backs, Gianluca Zambrotta.
He doesn't have to get through some miles.
Yeah, and originally he was a winger, so the skills that he's honed over the years are always there to serve him well when he gets into those...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Opts to play it back, knocks it out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Delivered with swing. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Thinks about the... Del Piero! And that has fair fizzed. That has ended up in no man's land. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Azar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. He'll try from distance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. This is their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And that is out of play. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's a sharp little ball here. Shimizu Espulse are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as...
He's having a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rice with the short one. Oh, that is a nice touch. That's tidy. And it's Rice. Lovely feet. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. No way through. And he's chosen to go back. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Takes a shot! It's a loose ball. Played in by... And another try! Azar! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth corner of the game. Lahm goes short. Lahm plays it in. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Can he get it through? Big chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And here's Del Piero. It's a promising position.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mencha tries a deft little ball. He's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vitinha, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Botafogo coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Botafogo leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Botafogo leading courtesy of the game's only goal. They're up to 5 corners now. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Shimizu S-Pulse are looking to go forward now. Van der Sar gets it away. Roberto Carlos. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Ibrahimovic. Jordi Alba has it in a wide position. And now they can clear their lines. Some resolute defending there. Vitinha, Del Piero. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Vitinha, looking here to chip it through. Caught offside that time. Botafogo are still that goal to the good. Lahm.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Was 29,950.
Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a great ball here. He's being urged to shoot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's quick to return it, and it's Rice. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have movement on
Del
both
Piero.
benches.
Number 14,
Jordi Alba.
Johan Cruyff.
And he welcomes it in.
Vitinha. Coming on the field.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
In progress.
Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed at the far side. There's the shot! Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Gullit. Chance here to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Gullit ready to try one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Jordi Alba. Coming on to replace him is number 23, Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that's up. Shapes to shoot! Goal! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. Botafogo have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And it's Yaya Toure. Mohamed Salah. Nedved. Pedro Neto. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the counter is on. Vieira. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's had it taken off him. Well, they can break here. And the through ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Nedved. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And it's Rodri. Now it's Yaya Toure. And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the
Disappointed
manager's
manager
face
today.
says it.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him...
Header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
He won't be happy with that one. Lahm has it in a wide position, skims one in, and that has been cleared. Back when it goes. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he's in on goal. Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And they've got a throw. Rice. And this is Ronaldinho. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh, this looks sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. No goals as yet. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice cannot be beaten that easily. That ball looks a good one. Real chance here. Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely! It's in! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
FC Tokyo have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that... He's in one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is...
Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Out of play for a throw. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. Hazard. And it's Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho. Chance here to counter. He's had it taken off him. Rice. And he's running through. No, it's come to nothing. Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Mbappe. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rice. Hazard. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! And that's it. And the shot! Chance, surely! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. That is good strength. And it's Yaya Toure. Now this could be a chance. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and
Just
fast.
a quick reminder today, please refrain
Botafogo
from
are
parking
level
outside
pegging
the
at
stadium.
half-time then, and
Thank you
it's a
very much
finely
for your
balanced game.
cooperation.
1-1 the score. The second half then, just getting going.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Botafogo have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gabriel. It's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. And here's Jordi Alba. And this is Ronaldinho. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Ronaldinho.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. FC Tokyo have their second corner now. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Botafogo are looking to go forward now.
The attendance for this match was 80,314.
FC Tokyo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signal.
And he shoots! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 21.
Botafogo go up by 2 and are looking good.
Number 22.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Number 9, Messi. Number 12,
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Substitution
And here's
in
Bale.
progress.
That's very neat. And the finish! Thiago. Rice. Bale. Nesta. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rice. And it's Schneider, looking for the run. And this Hullet, he's through on goal here. Big chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. It looked as though it got... And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good strength. That's going wide left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vitinha. Cruyff. Yaya Toure. And it's Vitinha. That's Zambrotta. Mbappe, and it's Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cruyff. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's quick to get rid. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Ferdinand does really well to win the ball there. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Mbappe. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shot could be on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Rice is standing over this one. Roberto Carlos! Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Still goalless at the moment. Vitinha, FC Tokyo have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really.
And a header! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. Vitinha running with intent. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No foul, says the referee. And here's Mbappe. And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Tevez. Rice, very much a man of this moment. Roberto Carlos. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Big chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ronaldinho, and a chance! It's a goal! A goal at a really telling moment.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Tevez, shot a goal! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty...
And that is the end of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. The second half is up and running. Cristiano Ronaldo. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Rice is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. FC Tokyo can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Brilliantly cut out. Rice.
Cruyff clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Cruyff. Oh, super find. And this is Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Zambrotta. That is lovely. Decent chance! And there's a goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 7.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 14.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Camisa 6.
And it's Sneijder. He's had it nicked away.
Camisa 22.
Vitinha.
Camisa 13.
Vitinha.
Teremos uma substituição.
And here's Messi. He's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
He'll try from distance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substituição.
Corner number 2 then. Hazard goes short. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely weighted ball. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Rice. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Messi. No way through. Pirlo. Rice. Can he get it through? Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short.
Might want to be careful there.
That is good alertness. And here's Ibrahimovic. And Messi! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. FC Tokyo clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Messi. And it's Lahm. Sneijder can so cleverly bypass the press. And the finish! And it's in! And right near the end, we have parity. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Time added on, 4 minutes. Bale.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bale. Threads one in. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Messi! And that's it. They will have to shake on that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion.